For well over a century, Thailand has intrigued foreigners with its fascinating culture. Formerly known as Siam, this Southeast Asian nation of 70 million was the only one in the region to escape colonialism. Today, it has become the most visited country in Southeast Asia, welcoming about 100 million tourists annually, who come to do everything from enjoying the beaches and nightlife to going on yoga retreats and watching elephants paint pictures. This is a country where insulting the king can land you 15 years in prison, but smoking a joint is completely legal. To travelers, Thailand has always been known as a tropical paradise, but to the international business community, Thailand has often been referred to as the Detroit of Asia for its success in the automotive industry, although, given the current state of Detroit, a new nickname is long overdue. Much of East Asia was poor and undeveloped in the mid-20th century and is now developing at record-breaking rates. Thailand, however, has been on a different path. In the 1960s, Japanese auto companies such as Mitsubishi and Toyota started setting up shop in Thailand. The increase in manufacturing capability in this industry started to attract German and American car companies, and presently 10% of the country's GDP comes from this industry. And Thailand has become the 12th largest exporter of automobiles in the world. Thailand has also seen historically high levels of political instability. In the last century, no country in the world has experienced more coups than Thailand. 13 have been successful and 9 have failed, with the most recent one having occurred in 2014 when the military suspended the constitution and took control of the government. The relatively high minimum wage of $274 per month also pushes investors to cheaper countries such as Vietnam, where the minimum wage is only $191 per month. In 2019, Thailand's economy grew by just 2.27%, which when compared to the consistent growth rates of 7 to 8% by their Asian neighbors could be considered a cause for concern. Thailand is an ideal country for those looking to source machinery and electronics at a low cost while also being competitive in other industries such as textiles and agriculture. COVID has caused the THB to drop significantly, making now an ideal time to source from Thailand. The EODB World Bank Ease of Doing Business ranks Thailand at 21st out of 190 countries, putting them much higher than many other countries in the region such as Vietnam, which is 70th, Indonesia, which is 73rd, and the Philippines, which is 95th. Large-scale infrastructure projects are also driving down the cost of logistics and making areas far away from Lamchabang Port, Southeast Asia's third-largest seaport just outside of Bangkok, easier to source from. But unlike many of their Asian neighbors such as Cambodia and Bangladesh, this industry only plays a small part in their economy. The E&E, electrical and electronics industry, accounts for 24% of exports, 10.4% of GDP, and makes Thailand an ideal place to source air conditioning units, washing machines, computers, semiconductors, and display panels from. Agriculture, while contributing only 6% to GDP, employs 1/3 of the population and makes Thailand the world's biggest exporter of rubber, tapioca products, frozen shrimp, canned pineapple, and canned tuna. When it comes to finding a supplier, there isn't a dominant B2B site like Alibaba, so you'll likely have to do a bit more research than you would if you were sourcing from a country like China, and will probably have to attend a few trade shows. When you have found a supplier, or have narrowed it down to at least a few options, it will be important to get factory audits to make sure they have the ability to make your product on time and the right way. It will also be important to get your products inspected before every shipment to ensure that you are getting the quality that you have paid for. VTrust is the largest inspection company in Asia, using full-time inspectors only, and can help you with everything from factory audits and sample checks to product inspections and container loading services. For more information on our services or questions about doing business in Asia, please email us at info@vtrust.com or visit www.vtrust.com.